Hi everybody, Shell here. I'm sorry that I have not made a video in a while. Things have been really busy, as I'm sure you saw in the last couple videos. We do have chicks and they've kept me on my toes. First we had the chicks from Hoover's Hatchery show up. We had 10 arrive, but one had died. We still have those 9. They're 3.5 weeks old, and then we have the chicks that I hatched. We unfortunately did have one that died right before hatching, and then so we had 8 hatch, and we had one, I'm sure you remember, struggled really hard to hatch. Come to find out she had some issues. Her navel was open. We fought really hard, and she's great. I'll show you her first. Her name is Mika. I'm sorry, I'll say first and foremost, I'm sorry for the mess in this room. All the brooders are in here, and then as I'll show you, there's a few more cages with chickens in it as well. But there is Minka. I just cleaned her cage, and as you can tell, she likes to poop. She's a busy girl. She's still the smallest out of everybody, but growing very well. Her navel has completely closed. She's very sweet and loving. But we do still have her by herself for now, just to ensure that she's out of the woods, no infection sets in. It did just close, but the skin is very thin. And then we have this brooder here, full of more Lavender Orpingtons. This is full of both the 3.5 and 2.5 week olds. That girl right there, that's my girl Moira. She and I have become, hold on, you got feathers in your beak, quite close with each other. She comes up, jumps up different ways, and comes and hangs out in the bed with me and the dogs. In fact, I think she's thinking about coming up now. I don't think she believes she's a chicken, because she likes to hang out with the dogs, but she's great. Oh, get out of the way, there she comes. Hi, Moira. How is my girl? She's got feathers in her beak. She is very tame. I'm very close to her. I'm glad she's doing so well. And then we have our nasty water down there. We've been having problems with we have a water that is a bucket with nipples in it that has been leaking like crazy. So until I can sort that out, we've got that in there that they keep filling with sand. So I'm sure I'll figure that out later tonight. Now, on to the ones that have kept me on my toes. Let me turn the light on. Yesterday, I had 3. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. Come down with, see that? Severe issues with their rectums being pecked at. And I think it's a case of bullying. I'm not sure who did it. Here's one of the other ones. She likes to come completely through the bars at me. I know, sweetheart. I can't, for the life of me, figure out who's doing it. For all I know, the issue could be one of these 3. So they all have to live in these kennels for right now. Jeez, I thought I stepped on an animal. One of the animals left their toy. Anyways, this one down here, he's definitely a rooster. I know they're really young, but there's certain ones that have some strong identifying features, and this one for sure is a rooster. He's having the hardest time with this, and I think all 3 are going to make it. I'm working really hard, keeping their poop cleaned, keeping their butts cleaned. I know, honey. Making sure that they stay active, making sure that they eat and drink enough. Of course, they hate me because I keep doing it. But this guy, he cries every time he poops. It's very sad. It's terrible. He also seems to get weak and he seems to give up at times. But we encourage him. He's doing really well. So there's them like this. And it really takes up most of my day. We were taking all of them outside to the chicken tractor we started out with just a couple hours, and then we moved it up like 5-6 hours a day. That way they can slowly get used to the environment that they're going to be in. Their coop's almost done. It's important to help them build up an immunity on top of getting used to the environment. So starting today, I split them in half, with the 3.5-week-olds going out by themselves, with the exception of the 3. All 3 that have the pecked rectums are 3.5-week-olds. So the other 5, well, 5 of them, not the other 5, but 5 of them, I've been putting outside on their, starting today, putting outside on their own, to have some outside time, and then they come in, and then I take out all the 2.5-week-olds and Moira. Moira, I let hang out with the little ones because she protects them a little more. It's crazy because they're only a week apart, but Moira is really mature, and I swear she's just not a chicken. I don't know what she is. She's like a humican. She hangs out in the bed with me and sleeps all the time. It's crazy. But anyways, I let her stay with the little ones, and then I had been letting Minka go out for a couple of hours each day. But starting today, I've decided that she can't go out anymore. She can't hang out with anybody anymore until I find out who's doing this. I should mention that all 3 of them, this happened on the exact same day and only went outside. Kind of weird. So I feel like I'm kind of failing them because I can't figure out what's happening. It looks like it's a case of bullying. Like it's a case of pecking, severe pecking. But I could be wrong. It could be something else, and I just can't figure it out. There's no signs of it being illness. There's no signs of it being something that they could have come in contact with, because there's really nothing. Nothing. They have the sand in their brooder. Before that, they had the pine bedding. And then outside, it's just grass and clover. So, I don't know. The first 2 was a couple hours after they went outside. And the third one, I know it wasn't there. It was not there when we found the others, because we checked everybody at that point. All butts were fine. And then when we went to bring the others in, we found that one like that as well. I don't know. I can't figure it out. And it's very upsetting and very frustrating. I really don't want it to happen to any more, but especially Moira and Minka. Which, if you hear that really loud screaming right now at the moment, that's Minka. She's tantrum because she wants out, and she's not really been able to come out today because I've been very busy. So when I'm done with this, I'll clean up her cage and let her come out for a few minutes. She's also very personable. She's not like Moira. Moira is super cuddly and sweet, and Minka is very outgoing. She's sweet too, but Minka is a naughty girl. She loves to be naughty. She loves to create chaos. She's a trickster. Aren't you, Minka? Aren't you? Come here. Come here. Boop. Boop. And she likes to sleep on this hedgehog. It's funny. She gets on it, and then she, like, wiggles her butt around until she's comfortable. Hi, Minka. She's a very strong girl. Fountain also turned 1 yesterday. Big boy. But anyways, that's the update for now. There's been a lot of great success in the garden. We've had a lot of changes around here. I've just not gotten around to showing everybody, and I'm very sorry for that. But again, we've been very, very busy with chickens. Hi, Moira. You trying to get away from the babies? Hi, sweetheart. So please forgive us. And I hope to be able to get back on track soon, and I'll make a video within the next couple days showing everybody the coop and how well that's coming along, and the garden especially. I'll try to do that tomorrow. We're finally having a heat wave, and I actually mean a heat wave. where the temperatures are in the 80s, which never happens, but it's suddenly happening, which is excellent. Our plants need it. So I'll make sure to do a video to do some updates. And again, I'm sorry that I've just sort of been out of touch and not really done any posting on anything, but these little guys have taken up all my time, and since they're having so many different problems, oh my goodness, they have to come first. And all of them are in my bedroom. I know that's crazy. Most people don't do that, but I do need them to be close by and be able to check on them without going outside or into the garage. We have a mouse problem in the garage, and they are too small to have to deal with that. Bob usually takes care of that for us, but also another thing that's been kept us a little busy. We had a feral cat that we don't know where it's from. It's somewhere in the forest. It came out of. Bob was laying in front of the garage yesterday by my van, and this cat just savagely attacked him, very aggressively. My husband couldn't even get it off of him, so eventually it ran off. Bob's a bit shaken. He's got a few minor injuries, but he has a problem with abscesses, so hopefully he'll be okay. We've not let him come out of the garage today. Not the garage, he was in the shop, just to make sure he's okay and that other cat is gone. But totally crazy. We don't know anybody anywhere near us that has a crazy savage cat like that, but we've seen that thing a few times on the trail cam that we have. In the middle of the night it's come out. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come back, but I have a feeling it will. But again, thank you so much for all of your support. Feel free to like and subscribe and share with your friends. And again, I hope to get back on track here very soon. So thank you for your patience. As always, thank you, and I'll win.